The reason we started this build is because of the not so good weather outside. It's the day after Christmas and it's raining. This sled was a fully running and riding sled. Everything works pretty well on the sled. It just wasn't what we wanted. So we had to take off the steering stem and the skis and the shocks. It had a track on it, but we cut it. We are taking the rear skid out. We disassembled the chain case to see if we needed the gearing. We aren't going to use the gearing. We need the gas tank off of this sled, and that would be about all we need for this part sled. After this, it's going away. Probably never to be rode again. Alright guys, this is what I got on the sled so far. We got an extra 10 shock in a 6-inch chassis. We had to do some modifying to get it to fit. We had to grind it out so it wouldn't bind with it. We put the skis off the other sled on here. We scuffed them up and painted them so the paint would stick for a little while. We took the ski skins off the other sled. We took the carbides off of this sled because they were still pretty good. And I did the same thing on the other side. We took the chain case apart to take the jack shaft out. And we looked over the gears. They're pretty good. They're probably going to be going back in here. We realized that we need to be checking the chain case oil some more because it was low. We took the track out and the jack shaft and the skid, so we put the other skid in. I took out the rear plates so we could put better plates so we could lift the rear end more. We took the original seat off that weighed probably 45-50 pounds. We took the gas tank out because we're going to be swapping in the one on the other sled. It didn't want to come off very much because it was crusty. See the crustation. I got the steering stem off the other sled on here. We had to put some spacers behind it because something was different in the steering geometry. We tried to do it without spacers and it bind up. And next we're going to be putting in the track and the jack shaft and probably putting the motor in, then the skid. I'll update you guys when I get the track in, and that would be it. Alright guys, we're back. We're going to be installing this track. This may be where you need a friend. Let's get to it. And just so you guys know, I have done this before, so this may not be this easy on your first try. Alright guys, we're back. We just got that track drive shaft in. This is the bearing opposite of your chain case. A lot of people forget to grease this. This could be catastrophic to your sled. It could dig into your tunnel. You could have to replace this whole piece right here. You could have to replace your whole drive shaft. We're going to make a separate video on how to grease this and how to get to it. It's been Keith, and we're out. Alright guys, we're back. I'm going to show you how to grease that bearing, and you guys need to make sure you grease it annually every year before you start riding, and to make sure that it's not already seized. And ours is under the secondary clutch. Most of yours should be. And our grease zerk was facing back. Yours could be facing up or frontwards. So what we had to do is we had to put it through the foot holder. And you guys need to make sure that you put enough grease in it to make sure that it comes out onto the drive shaft.